The unseen world is full of secrets, and these secrets are not easy to come by. In fact, some secrets of the Djinn's world are known by very few people on this earth, and they cannot be shared. We humans have a hard time keeping secrets. We share them when we promise not to do so, but even then the repercussion can be minimal most of the times. When it comes to the world of the unseen and unseen secrets are shared, unseen problems will impact the teller's secrets, unless if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills. They can face problems that can impact them physically and mentally. To make matters worse, that unfortunate punishment for exposing the secrets of the unseen world can haunt that person's entire family for generations to come. Astaghfirullah. Therefore, one must be very careful on how much information they divulge of any secrets they may know of the jinn world, even if they are discussing it in the least bit, inshallah. Today I will speak about one of the secrets of the world of jinns. I will not give exact details or the name, but I will try my best to share some information, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed jinn spirit with various abilities that humans do not have. They are invisible, some can fly, some can change their shapes to almost anything their heart desires, they can travel far distances in matter of seconds, and they can speak any language known to mankind. These are not the only abilities jinns have. Language is a part of our life, it is part of our world, and without it we could not operate. It is the same for the jinn, but their original language is a secret that can't be openly discussed or shared, as it is something one must find out about on their own. If one is learning how to become a spiritual practitioner and their teacher has knowledge about the language of the jinn, then teacher can seek permission to share the knowledge with their student, but even then the chances of having the permission granted is very slim. This is the type of secret that the knower of it is said to have very high spirituality and spiritual wisdom from the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah. Language of the jinn is a big secret, and just knowing the name of it can bring one closer to the world of the jinn. What people don't know is that the more we know about them and their world, the more they may respect us and even be afraid of us. Perhaps this is why the details of their worlds are so secretive. So what is the language of the jinn like? The language of the jinn is not similar in any way whatsoever to any language spoken by humans now or perhaps ever. People have often assumed that since jinns roamed this earth first, perhaps some of the earlier human languages were a mix of the jinn's language, but this is also not true. Some have assumed that Hebrew, Aramaic, etc. may also be language of the jinn, but these are the language of the humans, not the jinn. Then there are various magical languages such as Suryani. Many practitioner may assume that this is the language of the jinn, but this is also not true. While it may have some affiliation with the jinn world and can be considered a mystical language, it has more to do with magical scripts, talisman, and wordings read in various jinn spirit ritual, but is still not to be considered the language of the jinn. Now that you have an understanding the language of the jinn is not similar to any words spoken by the human tongue, let's talk about what it sounds like, since the wording of their language can't be compared to any language we humans speak. The sound of their language is both amazing and a bit frightening. Frightening because it is something we humans are not aware of. It sounds a bit scary and is something truly out of this world. Imagine, or to get a better understanding, go to a factory or some type of mechanical facility that has many machines being operated at the same time. Now you will hear noises of many different type of machines, some being louder than the other. Therefore, the noises one heard cannot be considered one solid noise. Now start to walk away from the factory. Keep walking and get to a point where you can still hear the machines. But the noise now sounds like one single noise with a few quieter noises in the background, or the machines that are not as loud as the loudest ones. While you can still hear the machines, you do not hear each and every single one. What you may hear is perhaps few of the loudest machines or a combined noise of the machines. But since you are further away from the factory, it sounds like one mechanical noise with some additional minute background noise, inshallah. This is what the language of the jinn sounds like. Humans and jinn share many similarities. They go through life experiences as we do. They too have ups and downs. They too feel pain, cry, and have emotions like humans. These are only some of the similarities we share. Yet their world is so far from us when in fact it is in front of us. They are all around us, but still out of our reach. Many of closeness that we share we know, alhamdulillah, but there do exist difference between them and us. Some we are aware about and some we are not. But it is those differences that make them what they are, and many of those differences are a mystery we may never fully know. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best.